I played the demo of SHROOM and GLOOM. It is a first-person roguelike double deck builder developed by Team Laserbeam, who made the pro wrestling dating sim Wrestling with Emotions, and it's published by Devolver Digital.
Nice.
In it, you fight your way through a fungi-invested cave system, building two distinctive decks, one for exploration and one for combat. So I used to be super uninterested in card games, kind of as a whole, but after falling deep down the Magic the Gathering hole, and then finding myself falling even deeper into the Balatro and Slay the Spire holes, my heart demanded that I break the golden Minecraft rule and keep digging directly down, which is where I found SHROOM and GLOOM. So what I really love about this is I love the concept of building an exploration deck and a combat deck. And it sounds like it would be really overwhelming, but I think SHROOM and GLOOM balances the two really, really well. Considering both use a numbered energy system, so you have 3 energy for each round in combat, as well as 3 energy every time you go into your exploration mode. It means that you've got to strategize in both scenarios rather than just in combat. The energy system is something I've kind of already experienced in combat with games like Slay the Spire. But having to be decisive when it comes to deciding my exploration steps post-combat makes it all the more stimulating. You have to think about literally every move you're taking, and I think that's done really well, and it's really neat. I also really love the 2.5D art style.
It's very nice.
It's that perfect blend of cutesy and somewhat gross that I'm very, very drawn to. I love the look of the cards. I love the look of the enemies. All of it just really speaks to me. And so this is just a demo. It gives you a full run, and I don't know if this is the same experience as everyone else, but I ended on an enemy that just kept evolving the more that I killed it, and so pretty much had no choice but to die at the end. But it gives you a really, really good look of how the game is going to go on a first run, and then I think, sets you up for more runs as you go. The demo doesn't, but I'm assuming considering that it's a roguelike, the full game will probably do that. My main critique of this game is that I don't know when it's coming out yet. I'm all about it. This shit rocks. I think it's really, really cool. It's just a short one, so I don't really have too much to say about it other than I've really enjoyed what I've tried so far. Looks great, feels great, and is really, really well balanced in terms of those 2 decks.
The second deck, because I think we all get what's happening here in terms of attacks, energy, health, enemies. The movement system, and as you explained, so that's done through decks as well, and you're on a loose grid through
So
the
it's
caves?
just walking forwards.
Okay.
You just W, and you have a set of cards for exploration. So you've got stuff like resting, stuff like you find keys and lockpicks along the way to open each door.
Cool.
If you don't have any, you've got a move that takes no energy away called Bash, so you can bash through the door, but it takes away 5 of your health. And each area you can dig to find new weapons for combat. Sometimes there'll be a merchant that comes along, and you can either trade food that you have or trade lockpicks that you have for combat items or passive items, because similar to Slay the Spire, it's also got those passives that'll help you overall rather than just little moves or things like that. And it feels great.
I guess sorry, I was going to ask but it is branching paths that sort of all weave back in.
2 doors every time.
Yeah. Well, no, it couldn't be every time, because then you just keep doing that.
Could. You could just keep
No,
taking the right door forever.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, right.
you always have 2 paths that you can go down.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
And then there's a boss at the end of the run.
Does it ever show you, I know some games that are like this rogue likes or lights, kind of show you the path that you took at the end of a run?
You've got one of your cards in the exploration is a map card where you can use it to look at the map, and it'll show you where the road that
your
you've
whole
taken
path.
thus far.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Only thus far, not what's ahead? Because you can't turn around and go backwards, can you?
No, you can't.
Yeah.
You can only go forward. You can't see what's ahead on the map. The only thing that you can see looking forward are your 2 options for doors, and it might be like one road takes you down like
You see the biomes maybe, or
yeah, kinda. There are like 2 main biomes that I experienced, and they were like a thorny biome
Yeah.
and like a slimy biome.
So like if you're playing with more depth later on, it might be that you've found some equipment that would be better equipped to fight
Yeah.
the enemies in the slimy zone, or something like that. So you want to head
You
down.
do
that
have
slimy
some
zone.
Yeah.
planning and sort of execution to a
Totally,
degree.
totally.
Yeah.
Like
Cool.
there are certain cards, like combat cards, that feed into other cards.
Okay, yeah.
Which I really enjoyed working with, because especially there's one move that you get from the very beginning where I think it's called Roast, where if you there it is, if you use that attack on an enemy and it's fatal, you get given a food card.
Yeah, nice.
And then you can use that food card to heal.
Delicious.
But then as well, there's another dagger that I have where every time, if it's in my hand, every time I eat from that hand, it makes that dagger stronger. So then I keep that in my hand and I keep eating
The
and then
dagger
make it
of
really
gluttony.
strong. Yeah.
You just don't want the
something like that.
you just don't want the beef Wellington card, because that one has some real side effects later on.
If there's mushrooms in it.
Yeah, well, that's all mushrooms. Shroom
It's
and
all
Gloom,
mushrooms.
Peter. It's all mushrooms.
It's really cool. It's really, really neat.
She killed 3 people, Gus.
Yeah.
It's too
It's
soon.
still in trial. It's still on trial.
It's too soon.
I like
she
the
was
stylistic
convicted.
look of the game.
Yeah. I think it's gorgeous. I played a little bit of their pro wrestler dating sim, which has a similar look, except it's like, humans.
I like. I'm with you. Like, deck builders, they're so common and they're so prevalent now. It's like I need a nice, simple, easy to take in
Yeah.
aesthetic for the actual cards and the information. And I like this. I don't.
Yeah.
Just some of them go so. There's like a zombie train game out at the moment that's a deck builder, and I looked at it, and the cards were the thing that turned me off. I was like,
Yeah.
nah, there's too much information.
I
to
was gonna say
pass.
this one looks like it's very concise, short. That's all you need. Nothing.
Yeah. If you use
nothing
this
too much
card
to
with
read.
these cards and
Yeah.
these things, these numbers will turn into these numbers. You're like, no, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I'm leaving the.
I need a
the
strong
card.
Yeah,
visual
yeah.
style and a well. Like, I need a twist. I need something that makes it not like other card games,
Yeah.
or else I'm not going to be interested. And I think having the 2 decks that are really well balanced and feed into each other really well help with that a lot.
Yeah.
And like, I don't want Hearthstone or Magic the Gathering depth of synergizing within the deck itself when there's so much more game.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
when the game is just about that, cool. That's the complexity. That's the depth to the game, is kind of working out how to best play the deck with the cards that you're
Yeah.
drawing. Whereas this is like, no, I'm doing dungeon crawling.
Yeah.
Dungeon crawling is half of the game, and the cards are just the.
Pick that card, use it, not
Yeah.
how will I stack.
I
and-
don't want to have to read it for 6 minutes to try and understand
Totally.
what I'm about
Exactly.
to do. Yeah.
And then
Exactly.
forget what
Super
you just
cool.
read.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
bingo.
do that all the time.
Cool.
So yeah, it's
it
a
looks
cool
right.
sell.
But yeah, you don't know the release date.
It is a to be announced
Okay.
release
you just have
date.
to keep
Demos
an eye
on
it.
Steam, though?
Demos on Steam right now. You can play it. It's heaps of fun. I highly recommend it. If you
Lovely.
like card games, go for it. If you don't like card games, still give it a go.
Might get you
Might be
into
the
it.
one for you.